It's me again. I'm here for a different kind of video, a video that may or may not have been done before. I don't know that it's been done before. Probably has. Don't know. I'm not going to say that it's original. I'm just going to say that it's new to me. Anyway, it's my DVD Blu-ray queue. It's what I have bought over the last 4 to 5 years and have not watched. Well, some of these are collections. I just haven't finished the films in the collection. Before I say anything, I have to say, if you are my wife, Michelle, and you're watching this, please, for the sake of myself and sleeping on the couch for a month, don't watch this video. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. First off, before we get started, Dean, you got to tell him hi, buddy.
Hi, I did.
Oh, you did tell him hi? I'm sorry, guys. He said hi. All right, here we go. First off, this is a recent purchase, so you can't really hold it against me. I mean, I've only had it for 4 weeks. 2 weeks. That was my Madrio impression. Terrible? I know. Don't care. Here we go. We have, I don't know if you guys can really see this. We have a river runs through it. It's kind of a bad case to be showing in low light. Sorry about the low light, but this is all you're going to get today. It's a shitty day. Shadowy, overcast, not much light in here. Cell phone video. What can you say? Next up is Martin Scorsese's...
I don't want to do that.
Who's that knocking at my door? What, buddy?
I don't want to help you.
You don't want to help me?
I don't.
Okay, go away then. You can go play. You don't have to help me. I didn't tell you you had to help me. Silly kid. He thinks he has to help me every time. Alright, next up we got The French Connection with Gene Hackman. Now these first 3 films I have not watched at all. There's a few of these that I'm bringing into the queue that I've purchased, I've seen before, but I haven't watched it since I purchased it. You know, I may have seen it in the theaters, I may have seen it on DVD.
I can't hear that.
You know, I may have seen it anywhere.
I can't hear that.
But, you know, I personally haven't seen it on my copy. Alright. Next up is Sean Penn's Milk. Actually, I guess it's not Sean Penn's Milk, but Sean Penn's in it. James Franco's in this too. I know nothing about this. I got this for less than a nickel. Believe it or not, it was like 30 cents. Wow, I said nickel, didn't I? It was like 4 or 5 cents. So maybe it wasn't less than a nickel, but it was cheap. I bought this by the pound at a Goodwill outlet. You guys ever been to a Goodwill outlet? You pay for things by the pound. Next up is Lost in Translation. Ray. Flags of Our Fathers. Chinatown. The Steelbook. See, now we're getting into the Blu-rays. We're going to back off and we're going to go back to the DVDs. Everything I've showed you so far, never seen. Never seen. Hannibal. Never seen. Wyatt Earp. No idea what this is, but it's called A Few Good Men. This is one that I regret to say I haven't seen. I've had this forever. I was dying to get my hands on this. This is the Sand Pebbles, but I never did get my hands on it. But now that I got my hands on it, I seem to not find time to watch it. But anywho, here that is. It's the Sand Pebbles. Seen this many times. Probably does not belong in my queue, but I've not watched it since I picked this up, and that is, of course, War of the Worlds. Fantastic, cheesy, old, black and white. Well, maybe it's not black and white. It's not black and white. Sci-fi. Or it might be. I don't know. But it's fantastic. If you've never seen War of the Worlds, get your asses out there and see it. Savages. With, of course, the late Philip Seymour Hoffman. Well, it sounds better. Philip Seymour Hoffman. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, love this guy. Hell of an actor. It's a shame that he died so young. But I guess he did it to himself, so... Still sad. Not seen it. Wanted to see it. Picked it up. Still haven't watched it. I watched maybe 20 minutes of it and fell asleep in my bed. What you gonna do, you know? Alright. Next up is Mystery Alaska. And now we're getting away from the DVDs. Well, no, we're not. I found more. Okay, next up is Leprechaun. Now this is a collection. It's got 1, 2, and 3. Now I've watched the first one. I haven't seen the second or the third one. I have, but not in this collection. Not since I bought it. King of California. I was dying to get my hands on this movie. It looks awesome. Still haven't watched it. Next up is a movie that I probably never will. It's my wife's. I still haven't watched it. It's in my queue, and that's Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood. I don't know what the hell this is. I don't care to know what this is, but she wants me to watch it, so I'll watch it. Next up is Collateral with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx, of course. I heard this is a pretty fucking amazing movie. Picked it up on DVD because it was dirt cheap. I have still to give it a shot. You know, I don't know about you guys out there, but when it comes to my movies, I tend to not. I tend to buy movies, claim I'm going to watch them that night, put them in the shelf, forget about them until a month later when I'm looking through it. I'm like, oh yeah, I did buy that. It's a collector's life. Or maybe it's just my life. I don't know. But let's keep going. Next up is Parenthood. Now this one I will watch very soon. I'm dying to get my hands into this one. I haven't had time. My first day off since I bought it. I only had this a week. This is got the 100th anniversary slip. I love these. I have 3 other movies like this. These are awesome. It's got Rick Moranis in it, so I'm really dying to see this. Big fan of him. Love him in Little Shop of Horrors. Ghostbusters. Okay, sit down. Ghostbusters, etc. etc. He's also in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I Blew Up the Kids, and the third one where they shrink themselves. And then I put this over here, but I actually seen this. This is more of a gripe. This is coming to Blu-ray now. After I purchased the thing. I would have rather had it on Blu-ray, but that's okay. I own it. I won't rebuy it. Next up is something I've never seen in my entire life. Bits and Pieces. I have watched bits and pieces. I have skimmed through it. Blu-ray looks phenomenal. We're on the Blu-rays, by the way. Blu-ray looks phenomenal. Phenomenal. Okay, enough of that. But anyway, that's Schindler's List, and I've never watched it. It's shameful. I know. But the thing is, the wife wants to watch this, and to get her to sit down for a fucking long movie like this is like trying to pull her teeth out one by one. And then you got this little boy here, you know, and it makes things a little harder because, well, when you got a little one, you don't have time to watch a 3-hour movie. Alright, next up is The Godfather. Now, I have seen parts 1 and parts 2. I have never sit down and watched part 3. And this is all 3 of them. That's why it's sitting here. By the way, picture quality, fucking awesome. Next up is Nightmare on Elm Street. There's 7 films in here. I've watched the first 4. Not watched the later ones, the last 3. But that's why it's in the queue. Brad Pitt's Moneyball. I got this 3 days after release day. For free. How did that happen? The cashier, not going to say which store, didn't scan it, but put it in my bag. I wasn't going to say anything. I don't care if it's dishonest. I wasn't going to say a word. That's $25 back in my pocket. Woo! Woo! Say woo! Woo! I already did. I ain't saying it again. Alright, next up is The Longest Day. I will watch this one very soon. Haven't found time, but not skimmed through it. Couldn't tell you what the PQ is or any of that. But I've heard this is a heck of a movie. I do not know much about it. Battle of the Bulge, I believe, is what it is. I don't know if this is the Battle of the Bulge. If this was the Battle of the Bulge or what this is. What battle this was they're fighting. I don't know. But moving on. Next up is The Transporter. I've seen this movie. I picked it up because I'm an idiot, and I thought it was the other one he's in that starts with the C. I don't remember the name. Crank. I thought this was Crank. Is that the name of it? I don't know. Tell me in the comments below if I was wrong. But the movie he's in, and he's got to keep his adrenaline up. And he ends up screwing the chick in public and all that stuff. I'm a dumbass. I thought that's what it was. I hate this movie. Ugh. I wish I didn't own it. But I've never watched it. Next up is The English Patient. I'd love to see this. Still haven't took a look at it. Then we have The Robin Hood. You know, I've watched it. It's not as bad as Eric says it is. This isn't a Q item. I just have to throw this out here. Eric, you silly son of a bitch. This is not a horrible movie. Is it a great movie? Hell no. Is it a popcorn flick that I can sit down and watch and enjoy? Yes, it is. Could it have been better? Oh, yeah, it definitely could have been better. But it's not horrible. And I just wanted to put this in my middle of my video to see if you respond. To see if you even watch my videos. Next up is The Help. Watched about half of it, haven't finished it. This is definitely in the top of my queue. Let's face it. What the hell is her name? The blonde chick who's actually a redhead chick, and she's in Spider-Man 2. The chick that's, I know her name. She's in Easy A. What the hell is her name? What is her name? I can't find it. I can't find it. Anyway, it's this chick right here. I know her name if you tell me. I'm just having a dumbass moment. She is fucking sexy. Not so much in this movie, but she is. And I absolutely gotta finish this movie. Gots to finish it. I gots to, like a gangster. Okay, up next is The Fighter. Bought this, I think, for $7.88. Me and my wife, we wanted to watch it. My lazy ass still hasn't picked it up and put it in. There's so many other great things that I own. I mean, I own like 308 Blu-rays and like probably 100 or so DVDs. And there's so many other things that I always forget about this. Not that it's not a good movie. I'm sure it is. I just forget about it. And it's one of those things I'm a little bit ashamed of. I have not yet watched this. I will someday. Maybe today. Who knows? Okay. Up next is The Line Life. The wife bought this, it looks like, for $10. No idea what in the hell it is. I will probably never watch it. I am not interested in this at all, but it's in my collection, so I thought I'd show you. Except it's Lonesome Dove. One of the best Western series of all time. You ain't going to get any better than this. But it's so freaking long that it's just a drag to get through. Once you know, I can't sit and watch the same series every day in and out until I finish it. And I'm acting like this is like a million years long, and it's not. It's not that long. I just got sidetracked, and I forgot what happened, and I just haven't went back and watched it from the beginning again. This is one that I do need to check out very soon. Next up is Ocean's 11, 12, and 13. Watched the first one, kind of. Didn't really pay attention. Haven't finished, 12 and 13. Haven't watched 12 and 13. Next up is Crash. Heard it's good. Don't know anything about it except maybe there's a car crash in it and it's got a bunch of kind of B-rated stars in it. But I'll check it out too someday. Next up is one that I bought for $1 at Dollar Tree, and it's called Straight Talk. And I highly doubt this one ever gets a view from me, but it's here. Same with this one. Bought this thinking this was a good kid's show for my son. Well, he hated it. I ain't gonna watch this garbage. I need to just take the damn disc out, throw it away, take the slip out, throw it in the garbage, and keep the case. But I probably won't. I'll probably keep it on my shelf because it's one more counter in my collection, and it's all about the numbers. It's all about the numbers. The more you have, the more manly you feel. If any of you are collectors, you know exactly what I mean. The more you have, the better you feel. The better. I know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a sad sack. I don't know. And then next up is The Spirit. Sorry, that was rude. Oof, I'm a bastard. I shouldn't have did that. What a dirty dick. Next up is The Spirit. I have no idea if I was bought this by Justin or Eric. Something tells me that I want to say I was. I don't think I was, but if it was, I'm sorry guys, I still haven't watched this. No telling about it. That's okay. But anyway, I still haven't watched this one. And I watched bits and pieces of it, but not very much. It's not that I don't like it. I just couldn't get my head in it. You know what I mean? I couldn't get into it. That's what I'm trying to say. Couldn't get my head in it. What the hell are we talking about now, guys? Next up is Public Enemies. As far as this goes, I did not like it. Did not like it. Could not get into it. Probably won't ever watch it. Then we have The Battle of the Bulge. Paid $5. Really wanted this. Still have yet to watch it. I'm a little bit of a lazy shit when it comes to watching movies lately. I just cannot get through them. I want to own them. I just don't want to watch them. I want to win. It's a lie to say I haven't seen this. I have seen this. And I loved it. I remember that. But it's so long. I forgot so much about it. And it's been probably 10 plus years since I've seen it. I've yet to watch my Blu-ray. Up next is Cleopatra. I'm not sure that I like this movie. I'm not sure yet. I watched maybe 30 minutes and was like, fuck this. But I might like it. I just gotta get back in there. I gotta get back in there. And I gotta try it again. Next up is Hitchcock. Do-do-do-do. I guess that's Twilight Zone. Whatever I'm trying to do. It's Hitchcock, Master of Suspense. Now, this is the movie about him. I heard this makes him look like a real SOB. Now, he may have been an SOB. I didn't know the man, but I'd like to think he was a gentle, caring, nice soul, even though he made all those movies, which I have. By the way, I bought the UK Canister Ultimate Film Fan Edition, or Filmmaker Edition, or something like that, from the UK of a Hitchcock. Big ol' honking huge set. Nice set. Don't care if I'm bragging, because it's one of the nicest things I've ever purchased it's one of the nicest things I've ever purchased to put in my collection. It's a great set. Yet to receive it. Son of a bitch is sitting in Chicago, and I live in Indianapolis, Indiana. Customs has it. As soon as I get that, I will post a video along with a few movies that are still in my queue that I will not show you because they are, drumroll please, update video movies. Okay, here we go. Next up is yet to watch this, need to watch this, being a fool for waiting. I'm going to cut this short now. I'm going to hurry the hell up and get through this because we're going on 20 minutes. You fuckers don't want to watch me, and I sure the hell don't want to sit in front of the camera with a sleeping leg. Yeah, my leg have fell asleep because I'm sitting Indian style on the floor, and I'm morbidly obese. And that's causing all my fat to just sit on this little leg here. Well, it's actually a fat leg because I'm fat, and it's causing it to fall asleep. That's what happens when you don't eat your fruits and vegetables, so eat your fucking fruits and vegetables, kids. Sorry, I shouldn't cuss at this little one by me. It's ridiculous. My wife is going to shoot me. But eat your fruits and vegetables, or you'll get fat like me, and your legs will fall asleep. Moving on. Next up is Key Largo. Seen it plenty of times. Just never watched my copy. Jackie Brown. I really want to watch this. Justin gave this to me. You're a fucking amazing man. I said that word again. See, when I get on these videos, I get carried away. I had no idea it had Michael Keaton, Samuel L. Jackson, don't know who that chick is, Robert De Niro, and that guy back there that I know his name, but I'm not sure who his name is at the moment. Bridget Fonda's in this too. So is Robert Forster. But I know nothing about this film. Nothing. I know that my dad wouldn't let me watch it when it first came out back in the day. I guess he thought maybe it showed boobies, and maybe it does, but he didn't like me seeing boobies when I was like 7. Little did he know, when I was like 9, I was like seeing boobies easily. All you gotta do is turn HBO late at night. Not only do you see boobies, you see wiener, and nobody wants to see that when you're 9. Especially when they're swinging them around and they're dancing and they're male strippers. That image still sticks with me. I didn't know at 9 years old wieners got that big. Scared the living shit out of me. Alright, next up is Skyfall. It is part... The reason I bought this is because it's the last movie in this collection, because they left a hole in this collection for Skyfall, but I think it doesn't match the artwork on these discs, so it drives me nuts to put it in here, so I keep it separate. Okay, well that's it. Never watched Skyfall. I've watched the first 5 or 6 of these, haven't finished the rest. I thought I would like the James Bond. I just did not like the classics. Sorry if it offends any of you guys out there, but I did not like the classics of James Bond. No, I don't want to say classics. I like the... Oh, what's his name? This dude. I know his name. Sean Connery. I didn't like the... I do like the Sean Connery. I like the Sean Connery Bonds. I kind of like the Pierce Brosnan Bonds. Not really. And I definitely don't know if I like this dude's Bonds. I think his name's Craig something. I don't know. No, we're not done. We're close. I definitely like his Bonds. or I don't know if I like his Bonds, but I definitely like Sean Connery and some of the Pierce Brosnans. But the guys in between, they're just not doing it for me. Especially that one guy. He straight looks British. No offense to any of you fuckers, but I expect him to go with his bad teeth out, you know. I know, with his bad teeth, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Ignore that before I get dislikes and I get no subs. I only have 3 subs. 3. And I know all 3 of them personally, so please subscribe. Have a good day, and I'll tell you that, folks. I'll see you next time.